Welcome back to another episode of Knowledge Exchange with your boy. Y'all can hear me, right? Your boy, way too
Yes.
smooth.
It's your boy B Mahoney, man. Y'all already know what it is. What's going on with y'all? Thank y'all for tuning back in. Way too smooth. What's good with you?
Man, nothing much, man. Just daily grind. Back doing the show, man. It's been quite busy this month, man. You know
Yeah,
how it is in Wisconsin. Once that snow
yeah.
starts to melt, temperature starts to rise. It's a
Be
lot
a lot going
going
on, man.
on. A lot
It
going
be
on.
a lot.
That transition be something different, man.
Yeah.
Um, but on a serious note, we want to say RIP, rest in heaven, or however you want to give your condolences to
Yes, indeed. Rest in peace.
Sade. I want to say Robinson is her last name, but since I don't
Yeah.
know, it is. So
I believe so, yeah.
okay, so I want to say rest in heaven is Sade Robinson, the lady who was allegedly dismembered by I don't skip his name, so I don't want to give
Yeah.
him a shine.
Yeah. We ain't gonna even speak on we don't speak demon names around here.
Yeah, so but if you have been following the story, they've been saying that parts of her body has been popping up over the city, around the city, I should say. And they said they found her torso in the arm or something like that, like yesterday or 2 days ago, which is crazy. Because I think they said they found it on the South Shore of Milwaukee.
Hmm.
So it's like, what I mean? But I guess it's a sensitive topic right now. It's still an ongoing uh investigation. All the details have not came out yet. The suspect is out on bail right now. He comes from a lot of money, which we found out. He's not.
I don't believe he's out on bail. Last time I checked, he's still in there.
Oh, okay. So allegedly, well, it's
Last time I checked, though.
yeah. So like I said, it's still an ongoing investigation. So it's like anything that's being investigated, it's gonna be a lot of stories that come out depending on where you get your news and your news sources. It may vary, but we're gonna take a step away from him. Y'all can do y'all research into him. But I would like to ask you, because it's not just to cast a light on all the victims of seemingly domestic violence or violent crimes against women.
Yeah.
How do you feel about uh, the subtle uptick of crimes against women in the city of Milwaukee? Because, hey man, I know they say Milwaukee is a city of a good city to date and be single in. In the black community, it's a lot of hesitation and stuff. People got their own perspective of how dating is and whatnot. Um,
Yeah.
so like some people want to date outside the race. They don't trust them. I mean, it's a lot of moving parts that go into this, and
Yeah.
a lot of a lot of things to like take into account when it comes to the violence against women or whatever. Because I don't want to just make it seem like it's domestic violence or
Yeah.
relationship involved or dating involved or whatever. But it's just been a lot of seemingly a lot of violence against women as of lately. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
For starters, like I say, man, RIP to that girl, to her family, condolences, prayers, and everything. But I don't know, bro. I think me personally, from what I see, I think it's just men not knowing how to control their emotions anymore, bro. Like, you know, I think there's starting to be a shift in being taught to show no emotion to now, even in the music and things that that these this newer generation is being fed. So it's way more expressive rather. And then there's access to things, that I don't think a lot of these young people really know what they getting into, if that makes sense. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is this young generation of men, specifically from what I see from working around kids, they are extremely possessive. They do not like being denied, and they do not feeling like they're the outcast. And some of these people will do almost anything, literally, to fit in, to be a part of something, to be a part of someone's life, and it's becoming dangerous, man. It's becoming dangerous. I think there's definitely, what I would, metaphorically speaking, the bridge of emotion is extremely wobbly right now for these young men. And whatever stabilizer they need, it is lacking and or failing all at once. And more and more, I think what you see is people snapping, um, people reacting or finally hitting their boiling point from rejection, from being made fun of, from being laughed at. And don't get me wrong, none of those things are excuses. There are way better ways that you could go about handling, how you feel personally. But again, from how I see it, it just seems like there's a lot of there's a lot of unstable minds out there, man. And there's not enough people who see it as a problem,
Yeah.
i.e., parents or friends
Yeah.
or associates. Everybody you're around acting the same way, so there's nobody to be like, bro, you tripping. You can't do that. You can't act like that. You can't pull up to this girl house. You can't go and shoot at her mama house. Like, you can't go beat her up. Like, everybody, because all of them, everybody in the circle moved the same way.
Yeah. I I slightly agree because and the only reason why I say slightly is because I was having a conversation and I was around around this topic or whatever, and I was
Mhm.
saying, like, when weird shit happen or things that happen that's out of the norm per se, like, i.e., somebody getting raped or molested, or you know what I mean, like, you normally especially if it's by somebody that's like a part of the fabric of society, not no outcast, right? When they are
Yeah,
outcast, you kind of know where their victim story starts, you know what I mean, or whatever they call it, the villain story starts or whatever.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
when it's somebody that seems to like be within the norm of society or whatever, and then all of a sudden this happens or whatever,
Mhm.
and you get to thinking, like, how many times, that's the first time, I mean, the first thing that come to my mind is normally, how many times did they get away with this before they got caught? You know what
yeah,
I mean? Just because I want to, some, if it's a mental thing, then 9 times out of 10 this is an isolated incident. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? But if it's a psychotic thing, well, I don't. Let me. If it's an emotional thing, then it
hmm,
might be an isolated incident. That's what I should say. But
yeah,
if it's a mental thing, where it's a psychotic thing, where like that's something like a urge or whatever, a behavioral thing,
yeah,
then you got to question the people that surround that person, right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like you had said, like, so, like, in this instance or whatever, we wouldn't even know, but this guy was a bartender at Victor's. He was in the fabric of society. He was a norm within this society. People seen him and engaged with him, interacted, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
true,
like, you wouldn't, right? Off top, you wouldn't figure, like,
yeah,
wow, I seen this guy last week. You know how many people probably seen this man? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like even with that instance aside, like with other women that's come up um missing or come up dead or beaten, harmed, and like misused, abused, or whatever, you look at the person that they with, and you look at that person's circle, and you like, well, it had to be signs, right? Like, if the nigga keep calling, hitting you up, like, man, this bitch, this bitch, this bitch, he might go snap sometime soon, fam.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
it seemed like it's a lot of pent up aggression. But then it's another side, and this is the side I wanted to talk about, where
okay,
people have secret lives, bro.
very
Where
much true.
they like, how the dude was a bartender. You didn't know what the hell he did when he got home, right? and then you find out something like this, and you see what kind of house he live in. You like, it's on the block that it's on. You like, and you like, man, how nobody, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But they wouldn't. There's no clues there to say, watch out for this person. So like when you say to tie it all together, when you say the people around them these men or whatever, they lack holding them accountable or they don't stand up and
Mhm.
voice what's right, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like when you like what they say, silence is also
Silence is also guilt.
guilt and it's a form of I want to say it's a form of condoning. If you
Yeah, it's like enabling.
Yeah, so not correcting them, not saying you should be trying to correct the grown ass man because the grown ass man gonna do what a grown ass man do, but
Mm.
challenge him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And if I like, I'm a firm believer. Like I tell my friends all the time, nigga, if you can't say, "Hey, my nigga, you fucking up," that's wrong, bro.
Yeah.
And if you was trying to tell me that and not get an attitude, and then you feel like, oh, I can't talk to this man, we can't be friends, bro. Because
Facts.
the most like what you think gonna happen if somebody think they right and you tell them they wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Like that person he gonna be a little, he gonna have some kind of rejection to that kind of truth. Cause he's not,
Yeah.
first of all, he wasn't thinking he was wrong. Second of all, he probably wasn't trying to hear that from you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I totally agree with you when you say these youngins, like even some of us like older men, like
Yeah.
emotionally unstable. I feel like and you can tell me if you agree with this or not.
Okay.
I feel like a part of the problem with not wanting to be the outcast and not wanting to be talked to, all this comes from parents not telling their kids no, no, you can't have it. Get them used to understanding that some things they just can't have.
True.
Sometimes you're not the one, fam. The
Yeah.
whole you can be anything mentality, it ain't gonna work with these kids because they take it too literal, right?
Fact.
Like
Fact.
you could be anything within the realm that you're in. So if you ain't up there, if you ain't bumping elbows with millionaires, bro, you probably ain't gonna be no millionaire. That's the reality.
True.
But telling them, oh, you could be anything nowadays, you got to be careful, fam, because they want everything that they want, and they like. And I'll wrap this thought process up with
No.
this. One of my guys said the weakest niggas go the hardest. So hardest. So if they feel like they ain't got nothing to give, they gonna try to find some way to get that attention that they looking for. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, I feel like that'll be like as parents, you know what I'm saying, just getting kids used to hearing the word no or being like, yeah, sometimes you gotta hurt your child feelings because if you don't do it and the next person do it, they might take it personal. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? They might, ain't nobody gonna tell me no and then crash out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the situation was like I said with the whole situation with Sade Robinson, or I don't think I said
Yeah.
it.
We got very little information. So
We ain't got enough information to tell y'all what happened between them two or whatever. But with all the other crimes or the subtle rise in violence against women, y'all niggas need to chill out, bro. Like if you ain't gonna hear it from your friends, my nigga, you gonna hear it from me, bro. Y'all
you're
need
gonna
to
hear from the
chill out.
knowledge exchange, period. You know what I'm
Exact.
saying?
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. You got
No, I was thinking about something you said earlier that kind of I didn't think about with the whole double life thing. And that's also very true. And I think that happens a whole lot more than we know, not only to women, but to men as well. Where you meet somebody out, y'all hit it off whole time, she might be married but she find time to spend with you, whatever, like she make you feel important, or and vice versa. A man can make a woman feel important, this, that, and the third. And the first thing that came to my mind when you said double life was, you ever seen that show Dexter? Chat, have you ever seen the show
Yes.
Dexter? Dexter is a perfect
I
example
love
of
that
somebody
series. My bad.
who lives a double life, bro. And it's crazy because the dude in the elevator at the dental office could be a cold-blooded killer. He could be a serial R word that rhyme with grape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people do those type of things, and like you said, it's the difference between Superman and Clark Kent. Somehow people don't know that Clark Kent is Superman, and vice versa. Somehow
That's crazy. My bad. That's a good analogy. My bad. Go ahead.
you good. Somehow people ain't for years. You know what I'm saying? The people who live around Superman were not able to put two and two together. And that's a testament. Think about when a show like that first came out. Same thing with Batman and Bruce Wayne. One person, two totally different lives. The world know both people, but they think it's two separate entities,
Man,
right?
even like Steve Urkel and Stefan,
Yeah,
personalities even different. You know
it's
what I
the same
mean?
person. It's the
Same
same
person.
body,
Yeah.
but it's two different personalities. And I think you hit it on the head with that one, just to kind of give you a little influx on what you added to my thought process. Like, yeah, I didn't think about that, but that's very, very true. And I think that's kind of what makes, I don't want to use the word scary, but to say it's a thrill doesn't sound right. So I don't know how I want to word it, but it's kind of like it's like the risk you take when you go to get to know somebody. I
Yeah.
always say that, like, that is just the risk. There's billions of people on this world. No one really wants to be alone. People talk all that, who shot John, whatever, but that ain't really what people want. Some people get used to it, but what you really want and what you become used to are usually never the same thing.
Do
You know what
you
I'm saying?
do you think the dating game is like getting a lot more, I want to say toxic, but it's getting a lot more risque now because it's so
You know what's
many.
crazy? It's hard for me to say because I think it depends on what. How can I word it? I think it depends on which. Think of dating as a water park,
Okay.
and you know how they always say there's piss in the pool.
Yeah.
I think it depends on what pool you in, because there's a certain class of people, say corporate people, or people who like a certain lifestyle, who don't have certain problems because everyone that they're meeting is on the same page that they're on. They all like to do the same thing. They already have the same interests. But when you walk in the grocery store and you bump into somebody, or you compliment a woman, and that compliment turns into a conversation that leads to a
Oh
phone number being
yeah.
exchanged and dates starting to happen, you don't know what they like. She doesn't know what you like. And then the more y'all try to spend time together, typically what happens is, okay, because you like a person, you try to be into what they into, and you hope that they reciprocate that. You
Yeah.
know, like, I like being outside. Somebody who's more of a homebody, I gotta, that's you. Sometimes I'll come down, but you gotta come out too. You see what I'm saying?
Straight
You
up.
know,
Yeah, it's got to be
so,
reciprocated.
but somebody who meets somebody who's already a homebody, that's perfect for them. There's no conflict there. So do I think it's bad? No. I think people need to stop looking and stop accusing the pool that they choose to be in as the reason why they can't find anybody. Get out of the pool, walk around the water park, get acquainted with different things, learn different things, mix and mingle with different people, and then find a different water park that best suits the new version of yourself. People really be afraid to grow. They want the person that they meet to evolve and to change and to adapt. But a lot of the people who complain and sit on the internet and talk about men ain't this, men ain't that, women don't do this. Oh, as a woman, I shouldn't have to pay bills, or as a man, I shouldn't have to. Bro, at some point, you got to realize you're an adult. If you wasn't with nobody, what you gonna do? Stay at your mama house because you feel like you're a woman and you don't want to have to pay bills?
Yeah. I
Oh,
feel
and
like
and so,
go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, my bad. Just last part. A lot of times men and women both complain that there's not a good man or a good woman out there, but they are. It's just, if you're not the type of woman or the type of man that's on their level, they walking right past you. They just don't see you. A man who is looking for a partner somebody who can help him build ain't necessarily, I don't believe, and talking to the men that I'm around, older and my age, a man who's looking to grow something and build a foundation, he's not looking for someone who just wants to watch him do it while they reap the benefits.
Yeah.
You have to bring more to the table that, because most of the men I'm around, we know how to cook, we wash our own clothes, we know how to clean. You got to do more than just, because all the stuff that you're doing, I can do myself. I don't need help there. I need somebody who can help me put this business plan together, who can say, hey, we can probably get money from here and put it into this idea, or you know what I'm saying? I think it's just different. And I know everybody ain't gonna agree with me on that, and that's fine. It's not for everybody to agree with. It's just more so about my personal perspective and what I'll choose to give to the people. It's not for you to agree with. This is another way that I think you should look at things, though. Because the dating pool isn't it's not crap. It's the one you choose to be in. And for all you know, you could be the reason why the pool dirty. You complaining about it, but the whole time you could be the problem.
I want to capitalize off of something you said, and basically when he talk about different pools, what I got from it, my understanding was, hey, like, pause on this.
No Diddy.
We are the water park, right? Our hobbies, our interests are the different pools. You got slides, that's a thrill. You got a jacuzzi, which relaxes. You get all this in the water park. Choose it. Like, if you keep going to the bar, keep going to the bar, keep going, that pool eventually is gonna become tainted because you done seen everybody that's in there and done shook hands or whatever. You're gonna get tired of it eventually. How about you go, if you like reading books, go to Barnes and Noble. Maybe find somebody in that pool. If you like going out to eat, go to a buffet or something with your friends, and maybe find another group of friends that y'all mixed with or something. But like,
Yeah.
use your hobbies, if anything. Use your hobbies and your interests as fishing rods or bait, if you want to say that. You know what I mean? Just use different aspects of yourself to find a person that might be there for you. Or, date different people that fit your different hobbies and interests. Cause like, you meet somebody at the bar, they going to the bar next week, fam. I'm sorry. That's their thing too. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So like, if you're gonna keep fishing in that pool or you're gonna keep swimming in that pool, you're gonna find out. You know what I mean? So
Here's what I say to that. And
but I
this
like
just
that analogy.
This will probably be my final thought on it. And we all walk around and say, and this is honestly, they gonna probably eat me up, but it's the truth. Women walk around all the time talking about how good of a woman they are, and all they have to prove it is a bunch of failed relationships. Something has to start adding up here. It's not always everybody else's fault. I'm sorry. It's not. Men ain't perfect, but women tend to have the more it's never me, it's them type of factor. Women tend to most in between some and most have that lack of accountability where it's like you didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't make your man feel neglected. You didn't make him feel unappreciated. You didn't know how to communicate with him. Like, so you did everything right and things still went wrong. I find that hard to believe, especially when you start to deal with some of these women and you be like, yeah, I kind of see why he did what he did. I see why he left for. I see why he found peace being with that person over this person. That's just a harsh reality of it.
It's kind of like when people be talking to their kids about what they used to do when they was a kid. Yeah. Like, bro, you gonna glamorize what you did as a child. You ain't gonna tell them like everything you did wrong. Even if you did wrong, you gonna make it sound a lot less worse than what the child doing, because
you're gonna make it sound justifiable for sure.
Yeah, but don't glamorize it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, once you glamorize it, then it's like, bro, I know you did something. You talking about so much about how this man cheated on you and he did this, that, and the third. Well, how did it happen? You said y'all used to fight a lot. Was y'all drunk? Maybe y'all should have stopped drinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know, like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to place the blame, but at the end of the day, man, we all got to take accountability for some part of what goes wrong. You know what I'm saying?
There's
If I get
always
fired
some
from a
people.
job, shit, they call me in the office for something I did. They might
Exactly.
may not have told me everything they caught me doing. You know what I'm saying? They caught me doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But yeah,
it's some people in jail right now who should be there for other things than what they there for. We ain't I'm not here to bash you or nothing. I try my best not to judge. My thing is though, don't act like you ain't did nothing wrong. Even if you don't feel like it deserved the reaction it got. Being neglectful, being argumentative, being unteachable. All these things are things that can drive a man into another direction. That's just the reality.
and to go with what you said about people being in jail for things they probably should have been in jail for other things.
Mhm.
That's how they got OJ the second time. And you know, RP to that guy on that note.
RP the
You
juice,
know what I'm saying? It
man.
was good to see his personality and all that stuff shine on.
Yeah,
It is what it is, podcast and how he was tweeting on X and all that. But you
yeah.
know, they didn't get him for that Nicole Simpson situation. And this is not to tie them two into each other.
No, this ain't nothing to do with
But I
nothing.
gotta throw that out there because that's like another violence against women
Yeah,
situation.
yeah, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I
But
get it.
disclaimer, that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. What I'm saying
Fact.
is since because he got acquitted for that trial, I mean
Mhm.
he went when they tried to give him more than enough time in jail for some petty shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Even I think even on paper it said petty theft. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? They gave that man
Mhm.
like 8 to 9 years or whatever. I think he got out at 8. But you know, it was too
Tried to hang him for sure.
yeah, they tried to get him. But moving forward, you know what I'm saying? We will be
Yeah.
talking about and we're gonna make this one sort of quick if you want to. How
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
feel about Steve the Stoner concerts, free concerts around the city? Have you been keeping up with
Yeah,
it?
yeah, 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 yeah. To be honest, bro, 95% of me, I respect the hustle. I respect the self-promotion. I feel like if you want to make it, the definition of putting forth effort is what that man doing now. The other 5% is depending on where he caught me at, I would probably be annoyed. Just like, bro, if I'm eating, like if I'm sipping an old fashioned, cutting up my steak, and I hear him 95% of me will be like, do your thing. The other five will be like, I can't wait till he get out of here. Just respectfully, you know what I'm saying? I definitely don't like to hustle. Now, if I'm in like Walmart or something, I'll probably be like, all right, bro, doing this thing. I'm gonna keep moving and grooving. You know, I might even bob my head. I kind of like the song.
Yeah.
But like depending on what setting he caught me in, I'm gonna support 1000% because I don't like nobody hustle. But like if we in a quiet environment, you come in with this big old radio speaker, you know what I'm saying, from Crooklyn, talking about whoa, whoa, really racking and doing all this and that. You feel me? I'm a be like, bruh,
You're
you
gonna
know,
take
my
take
wings gonna
take
get
a tad
cold. You know?
offense to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, it's like, but honestly, like I said, at the end of the day, me, whoever, we can complain about it, whatever. What's gonna happen? What I don't like is when people don't respect somebody hustle, and then when they make it, you try to act like you was rooting for him the whole time.
Yeah,
Don't be fake about it. If you hate the way his promotion go, when he make it, still be a hater. Stay a hater.
bro. And I'm gonna say the man got pause on this too. The boy got stamina, fam. And what I mean by that is
I mean,
he been doing music and dancing for a
mhm.
long time, bro. I think shit at least 14 years, my guy. He done
Speaking of
had
which,
some. He done been locked up in between time, and that ain't got nothing to do with us. But he done had some situations in between time that kept him off the streets and kept him from his marketing and all that.
yeah,
But hey, listen, I always believe in the scripture that say God is a restorer of time. You will get your
mhm.
time back. You know what I mean? If it's justifiable, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
ain't no telling if he got locked up or if he got some of his life taken away from him behind that cell for some bullshit. We all know how Milwaukee Police Department is. So, you know what I mean? That aside, like I said, I don't know too much about that. He been
Yeah.
out here doing his thing, like doing the entertainment thing and all that, rapping and doing all that for a minute now. And to see it actually um work out for him, man, that's something that you gotta like you said, you gotta respect that hustle. You gotta respect that grind, especially because these youngins don't even know that for the most part. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They see him for what he doing now, and the reason why the older folks, you know, the people our generation is
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
respected because we was in them bashes when the circle
Yeah.
was around him, fam.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
was in the parties where he was center of attention and all that,
Yeah.
doing this thing. So like, you know, it's like salute to dude, you know. And I'm with you, dog. Like it all depends because it's done been a few niggas running off camera with they little side
Yeah.
chick,
Yeah. Yeah.
girlfriend, or you
And
know.
that ain't even what I'm worried about. I think it's my
Yeah.
personality. People who know me know like I'm like funny, bro. I'm chill. I'm super social, but I really kind of like be in my own little world like 98% of the time. Like so, it's more so like I'm kind of more of a low key. I move smooth, not necessarily walking light, but I don't really like attention like that. You feel me? So for me, it'd be a little too much. Like like I said, depending on where I'm at, it'd just be a little too much. But on the flip side, like I said, I respect it and shout out to that man and Skinbone. They got a couple of skits together.
Y'all
So
still doing
again, that's
stuff.
just extra promotion, all that type of stuff. So it's definitely love to all that, man. What you got?
All right, so on the topic of music, man, have you heard the Drake reply to Kendrick's song?
I forgot to listen to it before we got on. Bro? I heard it on the radio because I drive for work. Bro,
Yeah.
I heard that he dropped it and then came in and was like, let's get to the episode. And I ain't listened to it, but I am gonna listen to it. But I still want to know because even if you tell me, you're not gonna be able to ruin it for me.
It's a all right,
All
next
right,
topic.
let's take it old school. Let's take it old school.
All right,
Out
next
of
topic.
five, out of five mics, what you give it?
It ain't
And
back to
mind
back.
you, give me. I want the battle rap way too smooth mental. I want everything, the whole thing encompassed. Out of five mics, what you give it?
Honestly, it's like a 3. I don't I
That's
don't
not bad.
I feel like so if we go back to it, so if we was gonna rank all of them, so we'll start with first person shooter verse. We can X that one out because it don't count no more because J. Cole
Yep.
apologized.
Yep.
Uh so then Kendrick Lamar dropped the Like That verse.
Yep.
That'll be a 3 for me also because it got shock value, right? Didn't nobody
Yeah. Yeah.
expect him to speak on any of that. And
Yeah.
then he was slightly direct, but it wasn't his own song, so that's why he don't get the extra 2 mics or whatever. Drake
Understood.
actually J. Cole made another song that gets thrown in the trash. Drake comes out with a reply. Ooh, I might have to make this a four out of five. Because
Okay.
this
That's
is
interesting.
he
Now,
gave
now
he
I'm
did a
peaked.
whole
I'm intrigued.
he did a whole song. He addressed Rick Ross, Metro Boomin, J. Cole, and Future on that song. So he addressed four of the people that's been taking shots of him, or or all four of them. Well, J.
Yeah.
Cole wasn't really in
J.
that.
Cole, I'm pretty much on his side.
Yeah, but he still addressed the fact that J. Cole apologized. He
Yeah,
said,
which was
Cole, yeah. So he addressed
okay.
that, and then it's it's oh, and he was dropping some context. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
like he wasn't just saying like witty bars. He was actually like saying witty bars, but then dropping context with that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, like The name of the song is "Drop It, Give Me 50." The backstory of the "Drop It, Give Me 50" is Kendrick Lamar is signed to Top Dog Law. I mean, not Top Dog Law. That's a whole different Top Dog Entertainment, TDE or whatever. He had a deal with them where he was doing like every time he dropped, they did splits or whatever. They said the split was 50-50. So Drake
Okay.
basically saying, go ahead and drop. And then because Kendrick Lamar not with TDE no more, right? So with him not being with if I'm
I
not
don't think.
mistaken, he not with TDE no
I
more.
didn't know if that was a statement or a question, but as far as I know, he maybe not label wise, but that's still his camp for sure.
Okay, so that makes even more sense then because label wise, yeah, like you said, I thought they had a falling out or whatever. I had to go back and do my due diligence on that part, but for
Okay.
sure, if they are still his like label mates or whatever, or got some
Yeah,
kind of
yeah. As
business
far as I
with
know,
him.
that's still the family, you know.
Okay, so if it's still that, that means what Drake was saying about the contract or the business deal that they got is every time Kendrick Lamar drops, he got to share 50% of whatever he makes with TDE. So that's
Mm.
where you get drop and give me 50 from. So like you drop and then you give,
Hey, what's the mean?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like people gotta study the art of war when they come to Drake, dog, because like Kanye said, man, like he said Drake when Drake attack you, he it's war for Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a snippet or whatever he did on Drink Champs or whatever, where basically
Mm-hmm.
he's saying like Drake could contact every female in your family, move down the block from you, all kinds of shit just to get what he needs to know about you. Then he'll ether your ass, basically. You know what I mean? Drop
Yeah.
that track. But yeah, so I got to give it a 4 out of 5 now because he did drop context. He addressed the 4 people that had something to say to him.
Yeah.
It was a whole compilation, a whole song or whatever. Um, and he was direct for the most part. He wasn't ducking no smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, man, you gotta go ahead and check that out. Rick Ross ended up responding to Drake or whatever, dropping something like I think they said 3 hours later or something like that. And
Rick Ross.
he been trolling Drake ever since, bro.
I don't look at Rick Ross as a rap battle or rap beef guy. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I actually like Rick Ross. I'm a fan of him. In this particular instant, in this particular situation, I be seeing him on Instagram, and most of the stuff he posts, I just be like, oh, he, a funny guy.
Yeah.
I don't take him seriously. And there was a topic that came up that Rick Ross spoke on, and I think universally everybody agreed. If you trying to go dollar for dollar with Drake, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna get on the track, cool. But I don't think you want to play big bank, take little bank when it comes to Drake. Rick Ross, we get it. You got the promised land and you the biggest boss and all this other goofy, you did. I get it. I don't think me personally, this ain't I ain't trying to pick sides. No, I ain't none of that. No funny stuff. I just don't think you richer than me, so I'm clearly the loser in this situation. But I don't think
Bro.
like all serious or like all jokes aside, I don't think he want to. I don't. If you're not gonna get on wax, that's definitely not the route to take.
Yeah. Hey, they
Just
said
my personal
they
opinion.
said they asked Drake how he felt about it, and Drake said, "I stopped listening when he said he had more money than me." He
And I
actually
think
said that on the track.
I feel like he should have turned it off right there. I think, and it's crazy because I was listening to it on the radio, and as I was thinking it, the person on the radio was saying exactly what I was thinking. Like, bro, you probably, we know you ain't out here lacking for nothing, but no one feels like you. There's very few people who are richer than Drake.
Yeah.
And no one believes you're one of those people.
No, most definitely not.
Hell, I don't even think Lil Wayne richer than Drake at this point.
No, hell no. Wayne they get
Like, let's just be real.
now. My guy was trying to tell me that he think Rick Ross got more money than Drake because he said all the Drake money come from music. But Drake got
That we know
endorsements.
of.
But Drake got
That we know
endorsements.
of.
He got endorsements, bro. And
Bro,
he like the
OVO
unofficial
Jordan.
mayor of Toronto. You know what I mean?
He got OVO Jordans. He got Caliparis. The Calipari 8s.
He had the Sprite. He had the
OVO brand is there's no Rick Ross can put on whatever he can. Rick Ross can come up with a clothing brand right now. It won't sell more than OVO brand.
Oh no, hell
no. And again, we're talking about things that we know about. Even when it come to Ross, we don't know. We know he into wing stops and checkers and rallies and probably property and all these things for sure.
Yeah.
You know, we know he get paid to host a car show at his house. People pay thousands of dollars to even just park their car on his yard. We're talking like 5 digits. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but think about that. We know Drake to be rich as a mother off of just music. We don't know what else that man got his money into. We don't know, and we don't need to know. We don't need to know. Like I'm not here to sit here and have a pissing contest and act like I'm one of them niggas. I just feel like you'll be better off rapping than capping.
For real though, yeah, keep that shit rap.
That's just my opinion. Now back to loop it back to the subject. I'm definitely gonna check the track out soon as tonight. I'll hear it tonight. I'm going to listen to it tonight, probably more than once.
And I'll say this too, Drake Drake almost on the level where Michael Jackson was, where he could just money don't even mean money. Like his money is no good here, type shit. He get into that level where he can almost just walk into any place and, hey man, you can have whatever you want.
Yeah. Which is crazy, right? The richer you get, the less money you have to spend.
Yeah, for real. But
that's crazy.
That's the beauty of it, man. That's the beauty of it, man. People want to just give it to you, man. I remember when women used to be like that. Nah,
hey, I hope y'all keep watching, and hopefully me and bro get to that point one day. For real.
No, straight up, man. You know, but at the end of the day, man, it's a nice back and forth. Right now it's just a fourth and back because shit, people still waiting on Kendrick Lamar to drop. So and it's been more than 4
Here's my thing. Just this will probably be my last thought on the topic, just because I haven't listened to the song yet. But people saying that they don't like the beef or that they not entertained by it, you're just not a hip hop head. Just admit it. Because this is what we spoke on this before. This is what rap is. It's a sport. It's competitive, just like anything else. Ain't nobody finna die. They not talking about killing each other, none of that. At least literally, you know, no one's really angry with each other. They just they playing the game.
It's like
right now. This is all on court action. Off the court, none of this means anything. So that's why I think it's okay to be entertained by it, because it's no different than watching LeBron play against KD. They might bump heads, be forehead to forehead in the middle of the game when it get hot. When the game over, they finna hop in their old schools and go kick it. You know what I'm saying?
Roy Jones was like, he was like when he was boxing or whatever. Roy Jones said he was playing. Yeah, right, dog. He said he was playing King of the Hill with the people on the pound for pound list. So like if you was near his division and people thought that you can beat him, shit, we about to fight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's the mentality. Yeah, that was the mentality he had. He said, if you had a belt in my division, he didn't care what belt it was. He said, my nigga, hey, my guy said the in the closet belt. I was like, dog, come on, man. He said it didn't matter what belt you had. If you was in this weight division, he was fighting you for it. because he was playing King of the Hill. Can't nobody be better than me. So like I feel like in this rap
I
beat
respect that.
whatever, that's how Drake feeling. You know what I mean? He
That's
sent
how they are.
drum line. He sent the drum line outside of Magic
Yeah, yeah.
as a diss to Metro Boomin, bro. Like, bro,
I've seen clips. I've seen clips. But my thing, but I guess, like I say, just to kind of finalize the thought, bro, this is what's supposed to be happening. Watch any interview with any rapper. 98% of them gonna tell you, if asked, yeah, I'm the coldest in the game right now. 90% of them.
they should.
Speaking of rappers, sorry, mama. What the fuck is wrong with NLE Chopper?
You heard that song?
I seen a clip. And you know what's crazy? I like Lil Dog. I be watching him on constant that stream and everything. I feel like if I knew him in the world, like that's somebody I'd kick it with. But what is wrong with the boy? What's wrong with it?
I don't know, man. Hey, that song that man made, bro. I was like, bro,
I seen it on Facebook
you
probably
gotta
an
be.
hour ago, 2 hours ago.
What kind of mindset do you gotta be in? Because I'm gonna avoid that one. You know what I'm saying?
See, I
I
don't
ain't
even
trying to
want to
go
do that.
there.
I literally just asked because I'm like, I can't be really. I'm hoping that I ain't the only one who had to suffer through 30 seconds of that.
Hell no, man.
Bro,
I
I
was
can't
like,
believe it. I'm
what did
listening.
he say?
Exact same reaction, bro. I'm listening. I'm like, hold on. What is he talking about her or wait, he's saying if I would what?
It's- It, now that's a pause because,
That's
and then we moving on after this. What mindset are you in that you want to be that to do that to yourself?
you know what
At
this
that
ties back
point,
into?
go ahead.
My bad, partner body. You know what that ties back into? Who are the people around you? Who let you who was like who when you came out the booth and hit your no, I don't even think dogs smoke or drink. When you came out the booth and took a drink of your Fiji water, who tapped you on your shoulder and was like, bro, that's a hit, that's fire? Who lied to you like that? Ain't one of your partners like, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you my brother, bro. Like, scrap this,
he
delete
had to
this
run it. He had
immediately.
to run it past. He had to run it past some women. And
I
I'm
don't
not.
know, but
I'm not
anyway,
even gonna go that into that. You know what I mean? But that's. I feel
I
like
still
that
rock
was.
with you, but right now you questionable right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. He, you make it. You do something else that make me be like, man, what the? That you damn near in the same boat as Jaden Smith and Frank Ocean and them niggas. Low
Yeah.
key.
It's almost over.
And Jaden
It's
Smith can
almost
rap.
over with for sure.
Jaden Smith can rap, but I don't rock with everything he do. You know what I mean? Um.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fact. Facts.
last week well last episode I made fun of you because you were wrong
Mm-hmm.
with
That
your
happens.
prediction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this week I gotta put
You put yourself in the hot seat.
I gotta yeah exactly. I gotta put myself in the hot seat because I too were wrong because I said I thought the UConn Huskies women's team would beat the Iowa Hawkeyes, I believe,
Yep.
Caitlin Clark team or whatever. And I was
Yeah.
wrong. You know what I
That
mean?
happens.
It was a
I
good
will. I
game.
will roast you, but I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna let you slide.
Hey man, hey, I appreciate you, but just know I'm never gonna let you slide, buddy. You know
Nah,
what
don't.
I'm saying?
Mm, no.
But I was wrong, man. I thought UConn was gonna take that game and
Yeah.
I thought they was gonna put Caitlin Clark out early. But it
Mm.
turned out to be a good game. You know what I'm saying? Both of those Final Four games between I think it was South Carolina and who they play? South
They
Carolina
beat.
and
They beat Caitlin.
North Carolina State. I believe it was South
Oh, you
Carolina,
talking
North
about the
Carolina
Final Four?
State,
Yeah, yeah,
and then it was UConn and Iowa.
yeah. Yeah.
Um South Carolina goes on to win. Iowa goes on to win, making the national championship game between
Yep.
South Carolina and Iowa.
Yep.
Before the final score, who you have winning that game, or who was you rooting for? I should say. And did you get
If
a
I
chance
have
to
to
watch
be
it?
honest, I was rooting for Caitlin, but I kind of knew if I could have had my say so, Caitlin would have won because I feel like she deserved it. However, I kind of knew South Carolina wasn't going to be no pushover.
Yeah, I
Just
felt
being
the same
honest.
way.
And people talk about Caitlin Clark. You cannot take nothing away from what that woman did for college basketball.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
So
She was a
that's
good. She was a good needle pusher. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like she got a lot of viewership going. Her game was beautiful. You know what I'm
She was
saying?
entertaining to
She took a
watch.
lot. She took a lot of shots. She was a volume shooter, but um, that'll go away once she get to the pros because they're not gonna allow her to shoot that many shots because she won't be the best player on the team per se.
Yeah,
Um,
I was just gonna say I don't think it's gonna be as necessary.
yeah, so like she was carrying that Iowa team, and but once you go up, see the thing is, when you play against seemingly or supposed rival or somebody that probably got it out for you, you know what I mean, that's
Yeah,
going for the target on your back, you got to know they coming to play. South Carolina got put out last year by Iowa in the Final Four, and that stopped them from going to the championship to play against LSU, which
mm,
led to Caitlin Clark losing against LSU, giving LSU that brand that they got now, whatever, pushing
yeah.
that brand that they got now, setting up this season and all the storylines that goes along. And now they on
Yeah, yeah.
opposite sides of the bracket and they about to meet head on. And like South
Mhm.
Carolina, like, oh, we not really worried about Iowa because we got to worry about our side, but deep down inside, they wanted to get them back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah, most
when it
definitely.
all played out, it was like I said, that was a good game until like the later half, the late second half or whatever.
Yeah,
South
I
Carolina
agree.
just
I
had
agree
their number.
100%.
Raven Johnson, man, her defense on Caitlin Clark was, oh my god,
Impeccable.
bro,
It was almost flawless, honestly.
man. I'm saying like she made that girl work, fam. And this is what
Yeah,
I
it was
this
almost. She still dropped what 30, close to
30,
30,
yeah, bro. I was
but it
I
was
was I
hard
was shocked,
earned.
bro. I was like,
It was
because she had
it was
18 in the
hard
first half.
earned.
Yes. And she had to work her ass off. I think old girl was
Mhm.
picking her up full court damn near. So like,
Mhm.
but that just shows you that these women, they on their way, fam. And
Yeah,
like people try to compare the WNBA to the NBA, but at the end of the day, fam, the WNBA started years later. Then they
it's still
stopped, then they
relatively
started
new.
again. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like hip hop compared rap or hip hop compared to country music or classical music.
like
Like, man, like,
jazz.
yeah,
Yeah,
jazz.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
hip hop just started. You go back 30 years, that's your uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's your
yeah,
so you go back to the beginning of jazz, that's damn near your great greats and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
when
yeah.
you look at it like that, man, and you see where the game is going for the woman, man, I'm excited to see these young ladies in the WNBA. Hopefully they don't get lost. What's up? I know. Ain't nobody really watching the WNBA like that. That's what you about
No,
to
that
say.
ain't
What you
no.
about to say, bro?
Shout out to the home team for getting Reese and
Oh
Cardosa.
man.
Let's
Bro, you see
go.
them ticket prices?
Oh yeah.
Bro, they
Yes,
went
sir.
through the roof, bro.
My Deuce and one of my unks was talking about going. I must have commented on something. He was like, "Well, you finna trip and you see these prices." And trip, I did. I tell you that.
Yeah,
But
man.
kind of here's my thing. The price is a little high. Cool. Will that will that calculate into their salaries and their things? The answer more than likely is no. Which that's kind of what I'm upset about because they're not, because they was going, what they make, that $300,000-$400,000 like cap that they kind of hit, they was going to get that regardless. But if you're going to charge us 15 times a regular ticket price, I want the players to benefit from that. Not just the new ones. I want the players of the league to benefit
Yeah,
from that.
that's a fact, dog.
Don't just put me in the same seat that you would have charged me $30 for last season, and now you want $300 for it this season because Caitlin's coming, or because Reese and Cardosa's coming, or what's the tall white girl name? I forgot.
You talking about
The
from UConn? I
oh,
I had
sorry,
a.
man, I forgot your name, but
It's okay.
her, like,
Cameron Break.
yeah,
Cameron
yeah,
Break.
her.
I think that's her name.
So it's like, I think that's her name. Yeah, I think that's her name. But either
Brink.
way, it's like,
Cameron Brink.
yeah, don't I want that to benefit the players in some form. Maybe not this season, but eventually down the line. I do plan on going to see Angel Reese and Cardosa play at some Chicago game. I might not be able to see them play against Caitlin Clark because when I talked to my uncle, he told me the game was almost sold out, and I believe the tickets that are left are like $2,000. So
As well as they should be, man. That's how you capitalize. But like you said, hey, one thing I learned in business, you set the price, you can't come down, bro. You can
I'm
always do
proud of
like specials like where the
it. Yeah.
price is like $2,000 for a seat or whatever, and then you just like, hey,
They got to be a floor seat. I'm not
throwing
paying
some
$2,000 to
incentives.
sit
I think it was like
regular.
$3,000 for a floor seat for one of them
Yeah,
games.
like
But
I'm not doing that.
you just throw some extra stuff in there, a bobblehead or some incentive. You know what I mean? Make it feel good,
Yeah,
sound good or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's you're still spending the price. But yeah, like
I
I I'm excited to see where this is about to go on the real.
Yeah, I'm excited not only for them, and like I say, congratulations to all them for sure. Um, I'm excited to see. What I want to know is the audience. Will they transfer from college to the WNBA? Because like I was talking to my aunt, we was having our banter on under in the comment section, just going back and forth. Not a debate, but just giving the whole situation love. And my thing is, if the seats are full this season because we had new draft picks that we always been followed, it's a gift and a curse, because it should have always been like that,
Yeah.
right? And here's the thing, knock on wood, what if they underperform? Will you continue to support? Will you still fill those seats next season?
I feel like the interesting dynamic is if they're good now, then the ones coming up is gonna be better. So you're gonna have if the eyes do translate from college to the WNBA because of talent and skills,
Yeah.
the only thing you gotta watch now is Juju and whoever else is out there right now. It's some other girls out there. I don't really know their names like that or whatever because Juju been the one that's been in the mix and the other ones got drafted or whatever. But
Yeah.
if
But
they
Juju's a
balling like,
freshman.
well, she about to be a sophomore.
Yeah, she finna be a sophomore.
So you
Yeah.
got a freshman class coming in. You got Gilbert Arenas' daughter coming in to play for Louisville or whatever, and other players like you got Shaq's daughter down in Florida, I believe. Um,
Mm.
so you got a young mix of women, young ladies playing in college. If they stay good and they able to keep that hype going in college, and then
Mm-hmm.
the girls that got drafted this year is able to keep their names in the mix in the
Which I have no
WNBA.
doubt that they will. Yeah.
Yeah, so now you got a connection.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
one is down and the other one's up, then you can call all bets off. Ain't nobody watching.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? If college down
Yeah.
and WNBA is up, ain't nobody watching. If WNBA is down and college is up, nobody's watching. They gotta work hand in hand because on a men's side, we watch those number ones, those one and dones, go from
Yeah.
college to the NBA, and we watch them still to see what they're gonna do after they get drafted. And it
Yep.
continues to be that way. You get what I'm saying? So
Yep.
like I feel like if they able to do that, be able to keep those eyes on both, a fair amount of eyes on both the college game and the WNBA game, then they'll start seeing the revenue increase. Stop competing with other sports though, because they be having.
Okay, so I got a question.
Go ahead.
So we know Caitlin's gonna get deals and endorsements and all that. I think she's already finna get a signature shoe.
She did. She
People
got
were
an
saying
A-signature.
that there was no people were saying that there are no black athletes in the WNBA that has a shoe,
It's
but
not.
people said Candace Parker has a signature shoe. I don't know how true that is.
If she was team Jordan, I think she would. If she would brand Jordan, then it's not a signature shoe. It's just a player edition.
Oh, so it's a player exclusive.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I think even that one girl, Eric, um, I forget. I think
Erica.
she either she would. I don't know if she would Adidas or Nike, but she don't have a well, I'll get back to you on that one. Cause I'm pretty sure
No,
she has
yeah,
a
'cause I
signature
didn't
shoe
know.
because she also designed that shoe that she got. So she gotta have a
Okay,
signature shoe if she designed it. You know what I mean?
okay, yeah, I just didn't know. But I think my question just real quick, and then we'll get to the would you rather. Just that should be easy to knock out. Just real quick. We all know that Caitlin Clark was offered $5 million to coach a team in the Big Three. Did she make the right choice by going to the WNBA instead?
Yeah, they didn't have the money. That was a publicity
Big
stunt.
Three?
Yeah, I don't think the
You don't
big.
think Ice Cube would have gave her $5 million?
Nah, I think he probably. I think you. It's a difference between like, in the words of my friend Janori, you ain't got it unless you got it to give. So you can if your
I
league
need her.
if your league if you got $5 million, but that's operation costs, that's not $5 million to give one person and hey man, just wipe. You know what I mean? You gotta take
Yeah,
that out your pocket and just forget about it. You know what I'm saying?
true.
Like,
True.
so if you're not able to just forget about it, now you got current and former players like, man, we was getting paid this, or they laughing at the fact that you saying 5 million. Bro, you
Mhm.
had Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson could have got 5 mil. I guarantee you would have balled a lot more harder than he did that introductory season that he did or whatever. Balled a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah.
more harder than he did or whatever. So yeah, I don't think they had the money though. You know what I'm saying?
Fair
I
enough.
do got
Fair
I
enough.
got
Fair
one
enough.
thing before you do the would you rather though.
What's that?
Who do you have winning between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia?
To be honest, at this point, I don't know because I think last time I checked, I know for a fact Garcia is overweight by almost 4 pounds. So even if he wins, he's not going to be qualified for the title. And to be honest, I don't know that much about Devin Haney. I don't think I've ever actually seen him fight except for like maybe one or two highlights.
Okay. That's fair, bro. You know what I'm saying? And but that
So
also goes with the rumors that he can't sell tickets. Cause to be able to sell tickets, people gotta know you. People gotta watch.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
So,
I only really know him from like a few highlights and like other fighters saying they want to whoop him, like they want to beat him up.
all right, so are you interested in this fight though?
I was until Garcia didn't make weight, and so now what I'm worried about is neither fighter is going to take it serious because if Haney loses, he's not losing his belt, and if Garcia wins, he's not becoming champion.
Mm, it's a lot of clout. It's a lot of money that comes with that zero though, bro. So
I get that, but fighters, true fighters, just like we said earlier, the money, like we said about Drake, at some point in your career, you pass the money. It's about you want to be the champion. Who's going to come out on top?
yeah,
We all know the loser get paid, win, lose, or draw. We all know in boxing, everybody make money. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're overweight. the article I read through, I believe it was ESPN, said that renegotiations were starting to happen, and like immediately we're renegotiating and things like that, because at this point this is an exhibition match. It
He
don't
gave
even
that
really matter.
he gave that man 1.5 million to miss weight, bro. He
Yeah, and it's
fight.
like,
No,
nah,
I'm saying, listen, bro. He about to fight that man, bro.
I'm not saying he ain't.
I'm saying
But
he
literally,
taking
like
that serious, bro.
realistically, like realistically, there's no loss being taken, and because they're renegotiating, we don't know how much of that money is finna come back.
Yeah,
We don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like like at this point, it's like, all right, bro, I gave you $1.5 million. Keep the half. Give me the meal back. Let's just go out here and put on the show. Because even if you knock me out, I keep my belt. Even if I knock you out, it's like that's what I want to do anyway. It's like it kind of don't even matter, bro. And now I'm worried that nobody's gonna, because you got to think, you knew what your weight was, you knew what you were supposed to get. You didn't make weight.
you
I'm
didn't take
already
that
starting to think
serious.
that you didn't
Yeah,
take this serious.
yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a good way of putting it. That's a good way
You
of
know,
putting it, bro.
somebody who cares about what they got coming up,
They
you
gonna be
make weight. You
prepared.
don't go into a rap battle unprepared.
Hell
You
no.
don't.
You
You know
gonna
what I'm
be
saying? No matter
embarrassed,
what you
man.
think, no matter what you think of your opponent, you doing your part.
Yeah, you don't want to get cooked
So
by a whack nigga, a whack
yeah,
rapper.
fact,
That's a fact.
fact. You know, yeah. I think. What do you think? Who you think gonna win?
Man, I hope Ryan Garcia knock Devin Haney out though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
You
tired of
seem too
Devin,
excited to say that.
because I'm tired of Devin Haney dad, bro. Like the dude, like
I did
I'm
see him
all
in the
with
video.
I'm
Yeah,
all with black empowerment, and you know what
yeah,
I mean, rooting for the race and all that. But you know what I mean, his dad just like, bro, I'm not the kind of dude that I don't like the LeVar Balls of the world when it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
when I'm the one that gotta go perform. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You ain't
Like
even doing
on the representation of a black dad level, that's
it.
cool. Like, yeah, show the world that you there for your son and all that. But
Yeah,
us in the black community, we all know how the child feel. Like, come
yeah,
on, dad. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like that.
Go.
Anytime that nigga say, that's just, hey, that's how my dad is. That nigga tired of it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Or he was tired and he just grew to accept shit. That's how
Exactly.
my dad
Exactly.
is. You know what I'm saying? But his Bill Haney has said some shit. Like his dad be saying some like wild stuff, and it be like gaslighting. It be fake Don Kingish. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
It just be like, bro, don't nobody really care what you got to say. You know what I mean? Let your son talk, fam. Like, and I feel like people try to do the Floyd Mayweather thing so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Floyd had his dad in his corner, he had his uncle in his corner. But they like, yeah, Floyd dad used to talk ish, but he didn't do more talking than Floyd did. You know what I'm saying? Like when
Right.
it's time to talk, or when somebody tried to come at him sideways, yeah, he was gonna stand his ground. He was gonna say what he had to say. But Floyd, for the most part, Floyd was the one up there doing all the talking. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
was the one
Because he
selling
was
the
the one who was
fight.
gonna have to back it up. So
Exactly. And I think one thing that Floyd used to always say is, hey man, them fans can't fight for you. No fans
yeah.
used to say
Yeah.
to any, because they used to root against Floyd. You'd be like, man,
Mhm.
all right, I don't care if y'all root against. You can't fight for this man. About to
Yeah.
beat his ass.
Yeah. No, for real though.
But so
Finna
like,
put
yeah.
a for real, for real.
So like they've been calling Ryan Garcia crazy and all this, but
Is that a topic to talk about? Because
I
I
don't
mean, not a topic to dwell on, but just kind of like,
I
is
don't pay
someone
attention
crazy
to
for
it.
telling us the truth?
I don't listen. I didn't pay attention to it because you know
I
what, man.
seen some things, man, and
He said so. He done said a lot of shit
some of the stuff that
that's
I
out of
personally
pocket.
choose to research on, and some of the stuff that I choose to do, like in my personal life, where it's like I want to educate myself about certain things. when I hear people like him in a position to know and they validate and reiterate some of the things I learned, it starts to make me feel a little less crazy, honestly.
Yeah, I can rock
Because
with that.
I look at the world, bro, and I be like just kind of how we were talking about earlier. Even the fact that people are allowed to get away with double lives. If a regular person can do this, what makes us think the people that are in control of what we watch, what we eat, what music we listen to, what movies we see, what TV shows, what's reported on the news, what's not? What makes us think they're not living the same way?
Hey,
And
some
we're
of
so
them be
quick to dismiss it.
crazy, bro. Some of like
We're
quick
so quick to
example,
dismiss it.
Aaron Hernandez, football player
Yeah,
by day.
his story was outrageous.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be like on that note, on the double life note or whatever.
Mm.
The public eye be
Mm-hmm.
one thing, but when you find out the other side, it be like it ain't like it's a guy, it's a guy in the NFL. I think he do petty theft because he get a thrill out of it.
Mm.
That ain't what I'm talking about.
No,
That's
yeah.
wild.
Not
But
only does that not make sense, but yeah, it's not as serious either.
yeah, so like that's probably something he did used to do when he was a kid that he
Yeah, yeah. Just
and
got
never
a
gets
whole
spanked on the hand for and shit. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I'm talking about bro, Aaron Hernandez. I'm not even gonna speak on it. I want y'all to go look that up.
yeah. Look at the document is on Netflix, by the way, y'all. Go look up, go watch it. It is take it from me, somebody who ain't entertained by everything. This is 1,000% worth watching.
So yeah, on that tip, yeah, bro, like yeah, that like when you say that, it do kind of make you just think about like how many of these stories have you heard about these people up top and whether they was accused of it or it actually happened,
Yeah.
how wild that story is, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Or how wild that accusation is. Even
We gotta
even
stop.
even P. Diddy's situation, not to speak on that, Bill
I get what you
Cosby's
mean.
situation.
We gotta stop calling people crazy for trying to tell us about things that we can't understand,
Yeah.
things that we can't comprehend. Meaning, no one's dumb, but your mind is so conditioned purposely because of what they've done already that they know that if you was to hear something, it's just like a picture. What's a good example, right? Like without being, you know what, whatever. Picture somebody who kidnaps someone, right? Say they take somebody when they're 3 and raise them to their 27. Like literally, like you only know this person as a parent, this, that, and the third. If you look at if they biological parent come and say, "Hey, you're my son or you're my daughter," they're gonna be like, "Crazy person, get away from me." I
Yeah.
know who my dad is. I know who my mom, because they've been conditioned. So when the truth gets told to you, what tends to happen is exactly how we react. Man, get out of here, man. Buddy tripping. He tweaking. He don't know what he talking about. Woo out the bam, right? But in reality, we've been abducted and we've been raised by somebody who really don't care about us, and we've been specifically and methodically programmed to defend against the truth. Because what happens is what makes you mad is because a part of you feels like like your instincts is like it really do make sense, but your
Yeah.
reality won't allow you to accept it,
Yeah.
right?
That,
Things
that's
that you
that's what it is. It's that acceptance part.
because you're so used to this. When somebody come and you could be looking at the person like, man, he look just like me, talk just like me, know my name, we stand in the same way, we tap our foot the same way. This man really, this an image of me. But I've grown up with him. That's the person I know as pops. That's the person I know as mom. This is the person I know as bro sis. But here these other people, and they feel right. But that's all I know. So that's what I'm gonna defend. When
Mm.
you put it into that, when you put it into that perspective, that's how we are so easily tricked. We're being raised by the wrong people. And when the people who care about us come and be like, hey, check it out, we'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we've been stripped of our instincts, so to speak, in a way to where it's like I said, you can know something can make sense because your intuition, you don't really have to use your mind for that. Like you do, but it's like you can kind of feel like things start to click in your brain, like the gears start to shift and the puzzle pieces start to rearrange. And when things make sense and they go against your reality, like think about it right now, right? This is another perfect example that I'm just coming up with freestyle. We ain't never seen no big giant come out the sky or nothing. But if that was to happen, you mind blown, literally. You see what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So that's just kind of what it is. And we're told to expect certain things to happen and this and that. But imagine you outside one day just living your life willy-nilly and you hear trumpets all across the world. And then TikTok and Instagram and things start going and the sky really starts splitting in half. And things that look unhuman really start to reveal themselves. Yeah, your mind is gonna break. Literally, it's gonna turn into mush because it's not gonna be able to process what you see. It's
Dog,
not your reality.
that's crazy. Be too much
It's
to
too much.
take
Certain
in.
things
Yeah.
it'd be too much to take in, bro.
Yeah, for real.
So, so to reel it back in, yeah, we gotta stop. We have to stop. I want people to live by this. Sometimes instead of assuming a person crazy, look, there was something I heard a while ago, and I won't describe the setting I was in because I wasn't in the best place in life at that time. But I remember, man, it was just crazy. Well, we thought he was crazy, right? And he just kept repeating all the time. Everybody keep calling me crazy, but I'm not the crazy one. They are. They're the crazy ones. I'm not crazy. They're crazy. And now it starts, the more you start to know, the more it starts to make sense. Everybody keep telling me I'm tripping because I'm aware. You're crazy because you refuse to be aware. You refuse to accept that you've been lied to. Like, I'm not crazy. Everybody else is.
It's certain settings for crazy, if you get what I'm saying. For those kind of
Well,
people that go to that.
well, technically, the setting doesn't matter if the context makes sense.
The
It don't
setting,
matter where you at.
listen, I was on the plane, bro, at night, and we flying on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Then like this guy out of nowhere is like, you know how you got the lights above the seats?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The guy sitting with the light just beaming on him like this.
yeah. You trying to do an R&B music video on the
You
airplane?
know, the man got to going off, bro. He started going off. And then like he was talking about what people believe in and like
Mm.
uh basically some religious stuff, dog. He was going on a tangent going off on a tangent about some religious stuff.
Mhm.
But he's
Okay.
sitting under this light, bro. And like, but when I started paying attention, the nigga caught my eye that he just out of nowhere start praying, bro. And I'm like, dog, this nigga about to send us to the shadow realm, fam. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. See, I get what you mean by setting, but that also kind of goes with my point.
but
You
listen,
said a
listen, no,
perfect
no,
setting.
but listen, though.
Context.
But the context is, bro. So like at the end of
Because
this,
he's
at the end of yeah. That's a so so the guy doing all this praying and stuff. And
yeah.
I'm thinking like, dog, this nigga trying to send us to the shadow realm, fam. Like he about to get us what's
Y'all finna be on manifest.
what's that what's it called Armageddon? What's the end of the world called, bro? I forget
The
what it's.
rapture.
Yeah, bro. He about to send us to the rapture, bro. Dog, he on his way. So like we let the plane land and shit, dog. And security come on to get the guy. And everybody like, dog, what happened? He looking back at us like, you scared? You scared? I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray. He look at me, nigga. I look him dead in his eyes, bro. I'm like, cause my dad a pastor, bro. I ain't scared of none of this.
Right.
I just seen some shit in my life.
Right.
So I'm looking him dead in his eyes, like, bro, you ain't gotta pray for me, my nigga. Like, but they get him off the plane. Turns out somebody gave the nigga a beer on the plane and he wasn't supposed to be drinking and shit. He was overserved because he was already drinking before he got on. So like
tweaking.
yeah, he
Yeah,
tricked out, bro.
I get you.
So when I say certain settings for crazy, bro, it's like yo,
yeah, in
fire
that
in the
aspect,
movie theater, bro. It's like,
in
man,
that
come
aspect,
on, bro. Like, but yeah, I
no,
thought it was a funny ass story, bro.
no, that's hilarious because I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is one thing I can be honest about. I'm not afraid of airplanes, but I do not like taking off, and I don't like landing. Once
Yeah.
I'm up there, I'm Gucci. It's all good. But when I get up there, if you start tweaking, we gonna have a problem, bro.
Bro, tell
Mayday,
me.
Mayday, Mayday. What is you talking about? Buddy up here trying to take us out. Like, nah, I can't
like
do
nigga.
that. And I'm so serious. Like, it's the craziest thing in the world. Like, if I'm on an airplane, I remember I went to Houston with my partner for his bachelor like party situation. I'm sitting in between two dudes, so I ain't finna hold nobody's hand, bro. I'm gripping them armrests. I done left indentations in them. You feel me? Like, no, I don't like taking off,
Oh,
and I
taking
don't like landing. I don't know why, but once I'm in the
yeah.
air, I can relax. Like, once
Yeah.
I'm up there, I'm good. But yeah, don't get me up there and we 30,000 feet and you trying to take us higher, bro. Like, I ain't trying to reach eternity yet. I ain't ready to go there.
My nigga about to
You know
put
what I'm
us in a
saying? Like,
punching
that's
fight,
too high.
nigga. I'm like, dog. I'm
Yeah,
like,
bro.
somebody get their
That's too
man, fam.
high.
Like, dog, man.
You trying to take me to the celestial plane? That's the wrong plane. I'm not trying to get on that plane right now.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
for real, bro. Like,
But
man.
nah, like for real
Hey, they
though.
cut that nigga off the plane, bro.
Yeah.
The security
What?
got him.
Man, listen, I would have been right there behind the hunt. You need help with these cuffs? Come on, let's go and get buddy up off of here. He
For
tweet.
real. Hey, he was
Matter
doing
of fact, I'm leaving with y'all because I don't even want to be on here no more. Let me get off first. Let me grab my
Get your
bags because
bag, bro. Grab it.
yeah,
Said
he might have left something under his seat that's
on the
ticking. Let
real.
me go and leave with him. But nah, like all jokes aside though, nah, man. Listen. We make jokes here at the Knowledge Exchange. You know, we have fun or whatever. But for real, just start doing research, even if it scares you, because what scares you is probably the things you need to know.
Yeah.
You know, the things that you are afraid to learn could be the thing. Like, for example, like thinking that, oh, I can't learn a boxing class or I can't learn a self-defense class. You know, I'm not going to be good at it. Whole time you take it, you might get somebody might try to mug you, especially if you're a woman. You know, that judo class might come in handy one day when somebody's a little too aggressive with you at the bar.
Yeah.
Don't be scared of him. Like, don't be scared of the training and allow the training to teach you not to be scared of him.
For real.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's just a piece of advice from your boy B Mahoney.
That was an interesting conversation.
We always have interesting conversations,
Hey,
bro.
but
I
I don't think Ryan Garcia crazy. I think he carried the promotion. We hear now it's fight
definitely did.
tomorrow, so you know
Definitely.
that's why like when people were saying oh like he crazy, what look at he need a mental. I'm like, bro, look at the other side, bro. The other
Yeah.
side acting like the fans and shit. They calling them crazy and like, bro, sell the fight, bro. If you was
Yeah.
doing something to keep him occupied, or you know what I mean, like you talking
Yeah.
mess about him, then you giving him a target, giving him something to put his energy towards, and that's all he needed was something to put his energy towards. So yeah, man. So like, would you rather or
So don't get me wrong. First of all, I want to just make this very clear. I research conspiracy theories weekly, sometimes daily, like every other day or so. I come across things, but they are really hard. I feel like some of them are really hard to make connect. So I just want to put that out there. Some of them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to come up with another segment that'll just teach people about things and kind of open up their mind with some of the things that I do want to talk about. And then I want to try to make it like a live discussion, maybe. But for Would You Rather, this one is neither hard nor easy, but I think it's interesting.
Okay.
Would You Rather by Be Mahoney. All right, so your choices is, would you rather never have to sleep again or never have to eat again?
I'm a fat nigga, so never having to eat again.
So you
Seems
don't
like
lose anything. You don't lose anything by choosing either one. Like if you don't sleep, it's not like you'll be tired. Whatever.
and
You just
if you don't eat, you ain't gonna be malnutrition.
you're not gonna be, yeah, you're not gonna turn frail or anything. Your body will produce everything. Like even if you work out, your body will feed itself. Mind you, when some of these would you rathers are in the realm of, let's say, magic. So things work out how they're supposed to. Can't always explain it, but it always works out. You're not going to be tired. You're not going to be unhealthy because you don't sleep. Nothing. It's just you never need to go to sleep or you never need to eat.
Never
If
need
you didn't
to eat.
have to, if you could
But
go without doing one forever, which one would you not do?
I'm thinking about this because I can't, if I'm not gonna lose no weight, then not eating ain't gonna be beneficial. Because what if they come out with a new animal? You know what I'm saying? A motherfucking scrumptious or something.
You'll never even notice. Now, because I know some people are going to be asking, the answer is no. Even if you got bored and was like, you know what, let me take a nap. No, there's no sleeping. Even if you were like, you know what, I know I'm not hungry, but I want to, you know what, them ribs smell good. No, you cannot eat. No, you're just not eating ever again. But you're also not hungry. And the answer is no. You can't even take a nap, but you will never feel tired either. If you bored, read a book. If the food smell good, walk away from it.
Nah, shit be too seasoned. Ain't that what that fat boy said? Who is that? T Grizzly? He said, nah, man, shit be too seasoned, bro. I'll take no sleep, dog. Because at the end of the day, I feel like like we already complain about not having enough time to spend with our loved ones and get to the money and all this extra shit. So like, I wonder how it would feel to really be team no sleep, dog.
I've
Hey, you
went a
know what?
couple. I think I've pulled me, my cousin Elmo, my aunt. I think we've pulled RIP my cousin Boo. I think we've pulled 72, maybe close to like 80 something, like about three and a half, almost 4 days, no sleep before. On like a good kicking it, maybe in and out of town stretch. Probably like 3 days, 3.5 days.
Man, you was tired as hell, dog.
You want to know what's crazy? You don't really be tired because it be so much going on. Your body is up. Your body is moving with you. You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
tired now, nigga. No, I'm just playing.
Look, I see you trying to fight that. I see you try to. I see you try to hold it down like a real one, but nah,
You go see them
nah.
tears flow down my eyes and shit.
Yeah. They're a little watery. You feel? But I ain't gonna cap. I thought this one was gonna be easy, but I'm kind of going back and forth between not eating and not sleeping, only because I already feel like I don't get enough sleep. Sometimes that's all I be wanting.
Okay.
Like, bro, like if I could just rest for a little bit, I'd be fine. Like my mind would be better. I have I don't feel like I lack energy, but sometimes, it's just you can always use a little more, right? And then with food, I love food. Obviously, y'all know that. Shout out Be My Hungry Catering. Holla at your boy.
I was about
But
to ask you this.
I love food, bro. I know I love food. However, I am getting very tired of not having nothing. It's like, oh, I don't want meatloaf again. Oh, I don't want wings. Burger and fries. It's like I'm getting tired of not having options.
Okay. But you would cook also. So like take all the options, take yourself out of it. If somebody was like, man, let me get a pan of your lasagna or whatever, for sure
Well,
half
I don't
the
have to
time.
eat to cook. I can cook. I don't have to eat.
So how you know if it's good then, bro? Cause
Come on now, this is me, my boy. Of course it's gonna be good. This be my homies. Of course it's gonna be good. Like you see this? That's how my cooking is. Like the back of my hand. I can do this with my eye closed. I know that's what we ain't worried about that.
I just had to ask you, dog. Cause
No,
some people
I
like
mean,
to taste
all
their
jokes
food while they
aside,
cooking.
that's a fair question. But in all seriousness, the things that people ask me to make, I've been making so long, it literally is perfected. Even
Okay,
when I freestyle it, it's perfected.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Uh,
you no matter what the flavor, the chicken gonna get cooked type shit.
yeah, it's gonna be thebomb.com because I have more of a strategy than a recipe.
Okay,
And I don't want to get too much into it, but what I mean by that is I just know, like, even from what brand to buy that's gonna be more flavorful, more juicy, that's gonna coincide more with the flavorings that I'm gonna pair it with. Like, even down to that, I've experimented that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to see, look, now let me hush up. Let me go on hush up. But nah, for
you
real
better
though, like
look, looking
even down
boy.
to that, even down to that, like, nah, I need that package. I need that kind, not that kind. Like, for
Yeah,
real, for real. Uh,
that's fair. That's fair.
but I mean, nah, that's actually because I am a cook and you know me as that, and you also have my food. That's not a bad question at all. But if I'm looking at it just because I'm the only one who will suffer, like I say, I can cook and feed people. I just can't eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
What
I
if
don't
your
know.
what if your daughter like, Dad, this is the bomb, Dad. You gotta try this.
I can't. I mean, eventually you get to a
You
point to
gonna
where they
go take a
understand.
nap, nigga?
No. It's like eventually they'll get to a point where it's like some things I don't know how the magic works. I ain't think that far as far as like family and shit. But you got to think about it like this too. If you staying up all the time, you can't keep your kids up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days straight. They're gonna be fell into they're gonna need to go to the hospital.
Somebody gonna get bored and shit.
Man, not
Being
even
up
that.
all that time, dog, and
Right.
everybody go to sleep at 3.
The magic of the situation would only affect you. So they're getting sleepy. You can't be at Disney World for 40 weeks straight. Talk about y'all tired. I ain't tired. Let's get on another ride. They're gonna be like, bruh, we want out. Let us free. Let my people go. Fuck that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. So
Man, that team no sleep
I
got
ain't
me
gonna lie.
like
This ain't. I had it. I had it in my mind. I just knew. Oh, I was gonna go with sleep because I don't sleep anyway. Like, I get 3, 4 hours, sometimes only 2 hours of sleep a night, bro. But then I think too, like, not being hungry kind of convenient because I never have to stop and eat.
that
Like, I don't care. Like,
is true though.
at the end of the day, everybody else go to sleep anyway. So
Yeah.
it's like, I'm cool. I don't need to waste time on lunch break worrying about, man, let me hurry up and run and grab this little cousin subs. And they only give you 15 minutes to eat. But we black, so we take 25 minutes because my break don't start till I eat my food.
Yeah.
Even if I
Like
get
after I
15
get
minutes.
that month
If it take me 10 minutes to get it, my clock don't start till I take my first bite.
on the real.
So now I got 15 more minutes.
On
You
the
know what I'm
real.
saying?
Say, man, somebody
So
better extend these breaks, man. I swear.
yeah, so it's like not eating is it's kind of convenient, bro.
Well, nigga is as small as you would say not eating this shit.
Bro, I weigh 185. What are you talking about? I'm not small. I'm just not wide.
Hey, okay. Fair enough, dog.
I'm not small. I got some weight on me. Matter of fact, you know what? You finna make me hit the scale real quick.
No, man, you good, bro.
No,
That's
because you and my partner, you and my other partner, y'all really be trying me because all y'all be like Roblox characters, and y'all really be trying to get down.
Oh, okay.
Y'all really be trying to get down on
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let you have that one because I did get you last week for being wrong. I mean last episode for being wrong. I like that one. That one came out of nowhere, bro.
them. But I got some weight to me. You feel me?
I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
Don't
but
need to hit the
nah,
scale or
but
nothing.
nah,
But hey chat,
yeah,
y'all know what to do. Let us know
you
team
know,
no eat or team no sleep. I'm
I
team no
think I'm
sleep.
gonna go no eat. I think I'm gonna go not eating. As
I'm,
crazy as that sound, I think I'm gonna go not eating.
man, let us know in the comments if you team
Indeed,
no eat or no sleep. I
no
might even
sleep.
do what I did with the deep
And
steer.
Tell us why.
Yeah, I mean if you creative enough, to let us know. If you ain't,
Yeah.
if you don't really want to go into detail,
Even if it's a simple explanation,
yeah,
I kind of I like knowing how other people think. Like I want to know where your head at because I use some of the feedback to pick which ones I go with because I want everybody to be engaged. I want them to be like, oh, that's a good one.
yeah,
Like, or hear us talk about it and be like, huh, I never thought about that. Or oh, I didn't look at it that way. I think this one of the first ones that we ain't agreed on too, low key.
yeah. Last time I think we was able, yeah, I think we was like, yeah, we was on the same page like the last two times actually.
Yeah, I think this one of the few, maybe one of the first ones we haven't agreed on.
Use hashtag way too smooth as a team no sleep button. I was
No, good idea. Hashtag way too smooth, no sleep. Hashtag be my hungries for not eating.
for sure, man.
Just
Anything
making it
else?
right. Nah, man. I think I just want to say again, I appreciate y'all always coming through and messing with us week after week, time after time. Uh I ain't gonna cap. I know this episode long. I know I had some feedback. Some people wanted us to kind of keep them a little short, but good conversation happens. Shout out to my OG. I worked on my language, me and you. And nah, man, it's it's always a treat when players meet for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to refrain from cussing too, because my dad and my mom, they ain't raised me like that. But, but hey, that's just where I'm at in my life right now. So,
Yeah,
changes will
we
happen.
growing,
And
we
that's
growing, and y'all can
that's
help
the
us grow.
beauty of knowledge exchange.
Y'all
Y'all,
can
y'all
help us
give us feedback. Exactly.
help us get to a better place. The better we can be, the better we will be.
For sure, man. And make sure y'all, like he said, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the
Yes, sir.
Knowledge Exchange podcast, Knowledge 414 Exchange on Facebook.
Yes,
Hey
sir.
man, it was nice talking to you again, brother.
Yes,
I'm gonna
always.
catch this fight this weekend, man. We're gonna have something to chat about. Um, and team no sleep, man.
Even though then we gonna do it till next week. Then.
All right, man. All right.
All right.
We
Love
out.
y'all, man. Peace.